Hello everyone, welcome to 2A in LA, and thank you for joining me. This is our second episode of the channel, hopefully the second of many more. For everybody who checked out the first episode and liked it and subscribed, I appreciate that. I'm going to ask you to do that again on this one. Make sure you like and subscribe and support your boy. I appreciate you all. Also, let me get right off the bat that everything that I say in this episode and future episodes is just my personal opinion. It is not fact. It is not law. You should always do your own research and determine your own conclusions. Nor is it the opinion of anybody that employs me or any company that I own. So with that said, let's get the video started. This video, before I do, look, I feel bad. In my first video, and if you haven't seen it, go check it out. In my very first video, I talked about the reasons why I started the channel and the people that inspired me to start the channel. I neglected to mention Talon Sai. So look, if you aren't subscribed to Talon's website, you need to do it. He has his YouTube channel. He has two channels. One is Talon Sai and the other is Sunday Gun Day. The Talon Sai channel is more lifestyle stuff, his travels, his interactions with other people, kind of non-gun related content. And then Sunday Gun Day is straight gun content. And both channels are phenomenal. So shout out to Talon. You were a big reason why I started my channel. So if you're ever in LA, holler at your boy. Okay, look, let's get down to it. All right. So if you saw my first video, you know that I'm new to guns. Really got my first gun when I was back in college. I got a little 380, and that was right around the time of the civil unrest with Rodney King and all that stuff was going on. So I picked up a little 380 back then. Okay, and then ironically, last year when everything started like going crazy with the pandemic, people standing in line for toilet paper and water and all this other stuff, and then civil unrest that cropped up again, I was like, you know, Alan, it's probably about time you step up your home defense game. All right, so I started really collecting guns and buying guns back in February, March of last year. So for somebody who's only been doing this about a year now, I've got a pretty sizable collection. Some people would say it's way too much. I find that those kinds of opinions are all relative. Maybe it's way too much for them. For other people, other YouTubers that I've seen, I'd say I have a modest amount of guns. All right, but we're going to break my gun collection up into two different episodes so it isn't so long. So today we're going to focus on handguns. The next episode will focus on long guns. So to start it off, I'm going to start off with the first gun I ever bought. And this was my Davis Industries Chrome 380. This is the one I bought back in college. Like I said, right around the time of the Rodney King shootings and all that stuff was going on. Safe and clear, right? So I bought it. I don't know what I was thinking. I bought it because it was chrome. It was fancy. It was what I could afford. I thought it looked cool. I've maybe shot this thing like one time, and then it sat in my drawer for a decade. You know, at one point until I got it cleaned recently, it would have probably been better, more useful as something to throw at somebody than to actually shoot. But I hold on to it for sentimental value because it's the first gun I ever bought. So that's my little Davis Industries Chrome 380. So when I decided I wanted to upgrade my game, get a home defense gun, I went to the gun store wanting to get a 9mm, but they didn't have any 9mm. That's when I found out how challenging it is to buy a gun, and you're kind of subject to what was in stock. Fortunately for me, they had this baby in stock when I went. This is my Springfield Armory 1911 chambered in .45 caliber. Y'all, look, this Springfield Armory is such a smooth shooter. I think I love the way 1911s look. Just a classic look. I threw a little TLR6 weapons light on here. Man, this thing, look. If y'all don't have a 1911 in your collection, y'all are tripping. Y'all are straight tripping. Get you one. Do this. y'all. Do this. Get you a 1911. It is such a straight shooting gun, such a smooth shooting gun. It's one of those guns you could go to the range and shoot it all day and not be tired. I love it. I love it. I'm going to do detailed reviews on a lot of my guns later on, so we'll go into, we'll talk about all of these more, but yeah, 1911, make that happen, y'all. Make that happen for yourself. Okay, so look, after I got the 1911, I was like, I still want that 9mm. I gotta have a gun chambered in 9mm. And sure enough, like 2-3 weeks later, my gun store called me and said, hey, Alan, we got some 9mm in. I know you really wanted one. Come check it out. So I picked up the Beretta PX4 Storm. I knew Beretta was a good gun. I didn't know a lot about the PX4 Storm. It has a strange barrel. And again, we'll do a review on all these guns later where the barrel kind of, where the barrel kind of turns, right? And it's supposed to reduce the recoil. I threw an O-light on here. I had a little Picatinny rail. Other than that, this gun is straight stock. But I like it a lot. I like it a lot. It's a really good shooting gun. Beretta is a great brand, obviously. This gun, if you check it out on YouTube reviews, you'll see that everybody that reviews it agrees this is a very, very good gun. And so, yeah, if you get an opportunity to pick up a Beretta and you're not sure because it's got the funky little barrel and I don't know, trust me, it's a good buy. I'm really glad I got it. I would not get rid of it. Beretta PX4 Storm, y'all. Okay. This next gun, look, again, I'm new to guns, so a lot of my influence was things that I saw on different YouTube channels, right? I saw this gun, I was like, oh my God, I gotta have it. I gotta have it. There is no practical reason for me or any other person to have this gun, but it's something about it. If you a man, like, you need this in your life, y'all. Look. Come on now. For real? Come on. Smith & Wesson S&W 500 Magnum. Chambered, obviously, in 500 Magnum. Look, y'all. This gun right here. Empty, y'all. It's a beast. That's the best word to describe it. Got the 4.5-inch barrel. You know, this thing comes in like a 2 or 3-inch barrel. I couldn't imagine shooting that because this thing, this is not a fun gun to shoot. You are not going to take a bag full of ammo, go down to the range and fire off 100 rounds. No. This thing hurts a little. You got to have a certain constitution to own and shoot this gun. But I'll tell you what, the first time you shoot it, everybody else on the line is going to stop shooting whatever they're shooting. Believe me, this gun is a beast, y'all. I had to have it as part of my collection. I am so glad I got it when I did. Yeah, man, if you get the opportunity, it's the only revolver I have in my collection. There's a couple more I got my eye on, but for right now, it's the only one. Look, this S&W 500, beast. Straight beast. All right? Okay. Now, I had to get this one, y'all. Look. Y'all saw what I had before, and I was like, look, man, you can't have a gun collection and not be a member of the Glock family. How does that? You can't do it, right? Gotta have it, right? So this right here, this is my girl, y'all. This is my girl. My Glock 17. Look. She's so pretty. Man. Got the O-light on it, Ball Door Pro. Got the Trigicon RMR. Got the high suppressor sights. Got the dope Cerakote on the slide. And on the mag well, got the extended mag release. Safe, right? This gun, y'all, man, you gotta, Oh, got the Overwatch trigger Again, I'll do a more detailed video on all these guns later, but man, look, my G17, that's my girl. She is not a fair weather friend. She shoots so good. This trigger, look, y'all don't understand. This trigger is so good. Look at that. You see that? Boom. I don't know. Look at that. For real? Come on. Enough said. Enough said. Okay, so look. I told y'all I was living vicariously through all my YouTube family members and all the guns that they have. And so y'all saw I got the S&W 500, right? I had to have this next one. I was like, I went on a quest, y'all, to find this one. I searched high and low, and I'm so glad that it's a part of my collection. There's absolutely no practical reason for me to have this gun. It makes no sense other than I wanted it. And sometimes that's the way it is with guns. Sometimes you just want it. And I wanted this Desert Eagle 44 Magnum. Look, y'all. Safe, right? Safe. This thing is a monster. It is heavy. It is powerful. It is intimidating. This is not a realistic home defense gun, except for the fact that if somebody saw this in your hand, it would encourage them to turn around and run immediately to the nearest exit. This thing is a beast. And it's got kick, I'm not gonna lie, but it doesn't, the Smith & Wesson 500 hurts. This is a pretty easy shooter. Like, you can shoot a lot of rounds and be fine. I've even shot this gun one-handed. It's not that bad, but it's a monster. Man, look, I don't know if the camera does it justice. When I bought it, my boy at the gun store, shout out to Redstone Firearms, black owned in Burbank, California. He was like, man meet cannon, cannon meet man. Yeah, this is a man cannon for real. Look, if you ain't knowing, now you know. Go get you one. All right, next up. This next gun I wasn't really checking for, I'm gonna be honest. I saw it come up and I didn't know a lot about it, and I was like, I need to find out more. And then I saw the reviews and all the positive things everybody had to say about the gun. I got an opportunity to pick one up, so I did. And that is the FN57. Look, y'all. Y'all want to talk about safe, right? I know it looks kind of thick or bulky, maybe on camera, but it's really, really lightweight, super lightweight. I got the TLR1 weapons light on it. It's really lightweight, and it has little to no recoil, despite the fact, and I don't know if you guys have seen a 57 round, 5.7 by 28, but that's the round. It looks more like a rifle round than it does a handgun round, right? And it's such a smooth, easy shoot. It feels like you're shooting a little 22, only this thing does damage, straight damage, armor-piercing bullets. Yeah, it's no joke, y'all. But it is a dream to shoot. The only thing I don't like about this gun is that ammo is damn near impossible to find. So hard to find, and when you do find it, it's really expensive. So I don't shoot it a lot because I'm trying to hoard the rounds that I have. But if you get the opportunity to get it, I'd say it's a worthwhile gun to have in your collection. Just know this is not going to be the one that you're going to be shooting a lot because of the scarcity and the price of the ammo. FN57, y'all. Okay, so look, my next one, I gotta be honest with you guys. I got the G17, right? I got the Glock 17, and that's my girl. But you know, you can't have the Glock 17 without also having the Glock 19. Come on now, gotta have it. You gotta have the little bro. Gotta have the little bro. And as you can see, I did my thing on this one. So I got the Baldur Pro Mini O-Light. I got the Monarch trigger. I upgraded all the pins. I got the Swamp Fox optic on it. I put the Rock USA slide on it with all the tight serrations. I got the Trigicon suppressor height sights on it. I put the Hive extended mag on it. Yeah, this thing right here, y'all, I did my thing on this one. It's safe. This is one of 2 EDC guns I have. So this is my EDC, one of my EDCs. It's such a smooth shooter. Love the way it looks and came out. Yeah, I got the Talon grips on it. Yeah, no, I did my thing on this one, y'all. I did my thing on this one. G19. You need it in your life, trust me. All right, so that's one EDC. Now I'm gonna show you my other EDC. This one, look, y'all. What? Come on, M&P Shield, Smith & Wesson M&P Shield. I got the Talon grips on it. I got the Hive extended mag. I got the extended mag release on it. I got the Monarch trigger. I got the high vis sights. Look, y'all, this gun is such a smooth. Oh, I got the TLR6 light on it. Clear. Look, this gun is such a smooth shooter. I really like it. The only thing I don't like is that the slide is so stiff. I don't, you know, look, I'm not a little girl or anything. I can handle the slide, but I'm just saying, like, it's stiffer than it needs to be, in my opinion. I did the extended mag on it so I can get a little bit more grip, and it's perfect, man. This is a perfect EDC gun. If you guys are looking for or considering an EDC gun like this, the Glock 19, you can't really go wrong with either of those two. And yeah, no, I freaked this one out. This one came out real good. All right, so a couple more guns left. My next one, look, shout out to 32 Icon because her CZ game is top notch. Shout out to Honest Outlaw, who reviewed all the CZs, and I had to get this one. I said I have to have a CZ in my collection. If you guys are in California, you know that not very many CZs are on the approved list, right? But if you're gonna get a CZ, come on now. Really, is there? It's gotta be the CZ Shadow 2, right? Gotta be. Look, I upgraded the grips. I added the extended mag release on here. Otherwise, it's pretty much stock. Oh, and I added the O-Light. I just added the O-Light because I had an extra one. It was on another gun, and I changed that light out, so I put this one here. This is more competition pistol, though. I didn't change anything. But this gun, look, y'all, it's special. It's special. By far, this is the most accurate gun I have. It's the most accurate gun, and I'm the most accurate with it. It is, if you don't have a CZ Shadow 2, man, you really haven't experienced shooting. Chambered in 9mm. This gun is the bee's knees, as they say. Gotta get you one. Gotta get you one. All right? Okay, look. I got one more left. This gun right here, man, I did my thing. Look, y'all, for me, guns, some people like guns are tools. Yes, that's absolutely right. They serve a specific function. The same way that a car is a tool. A car is a tool to get you from one place to another. But I just feel like if I got to go from one place to another, shouldn't I do it in style while I'm going? So, you know, I treat my guns as such. And this baby right here, that's style, y'all. That is straight style. Glock 27, Hollison 50C, high suppressor sights, chrome barrel, Rock USA slide. I got the upgraded pins and mag and slide lock and mag release. I got the whole grip on it. I got the Monarch trigger. I got the Hive extended mag. This is chambered and 40 cal. This little sucker kicks. This little sucker kicks, man. I mean, to have 40 cal in such a small frame, I mean, this thing be kicking like my Desert Eagle. But it's a fun gun to shoot. I started to make this my everyday carry, but it only holds 8 rounds. So I was like, nah, you know. And it kicks so hard. It's hard to be as accurate as I would like to be. Maybe when I'm a better shooter, I can do it. For me, it's hard for me to be as accurate as I can with a lot of my other guns, a lot of my 9mm guns. But this is just straight sexy. Just straight sexy. All right. So that's it, y'all. That's your boy's gun collection, 2A and LA's handgun collection. Next video, we'll do long guns. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I plan on doing some like longer reviews for a lot of the guns to give you guys more time to look at them and talk about all the things that I did and the upgrades that I made. But that's for another day and another time. In the meantime, take care of each other, treat each other with kindness. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and look out for the next video. Peace.